Good morning. My name is Chris Brower, and I'm coming to you from my stamping studio in Worthington, Minnesota. It is 3 degrees this morning, but the sun is shining so nicely. I wanted to videotape in the sunshine. So I'm going to be turning my camera down shortly anyway, so that won't really matter. But anyway, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share with you a card today and some extra things that I'm going to make using some basic supplies. So let's turn the camera down. Cheers to the sunshine, and let's get started. All right, so I taking a little sip there. These are some of the supplies that I'm going to be using. Pretty in Pink, Lemon Lolly, Base Balmy Blue, blends, and Stampin' Right markers. I'm going to set those aside for right now. I'm also going to be using the Birthday Celebration stamp set. I'm going to be using a piece of DSP from the Lily Pond Lane 6x6 DSP. And I'm going to be using the Holiday Treats, ooh, does that show up? There it is. Holiday Treats Mix and Match Ephemera Pack. So this is one way that I store my ephemera pieces in my cases that the dies come in, especially for the ones that I've put into on a magnet sheet. All right, so these are okay, and let me go back. The stamp set is from, oh, I'm not going to remember right off the bat, but all the products and page numbers will be listed in the supplies. This is what you will need for cardstock. I'm using Pretty in Pink, 5.5 by 11, scored at 1 3/4, 3.5, 5 1/4, and 7 inches. I'm also using a piece of cardstock Pretty in Pink, 3.5 by 6, scored at 3, and 2 pieces of DSP that are 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. All right, so let me take off those measurements and we will get started. I'm going to start by gluing my DSP, and I do like the liquid glue, onto this. This is my second layer. I've already pre-chosen, pre-selected which pieces from the ephemera pack that I'm going to be using, and also I have pre-colored them because nobody needs to watch me color. So I'm using the Happy Birthday sentiment. I've colored the balloons using those markers that I mentioned at the beginning. I've colored the banner. I've colored the candles. I've also pre-cut a banner shape using the dies that come in this set. Okay, out of Lemon Lolly. The other 2 pieces that I'll be using are the cake and the cupcake. Now, originally, when I opened up the ephemera pack, I was a little bit discouraged about the watercolor looking pieces versus the clear black stamped image pieces. But I have gotten over it, so you will too. All right, so here's our base piece. And I'm going to make sure that there's a nice crisp fold on each score line. This is a fun fold that I pulled out of my archives, and I have not used for quite some time. So I'm also going to burnish that one. All right, now we're going to bring in a few dimensionals. let's see, I've got some small ones left here, so we'll use those. I'm going to put, actually I'm going to glue the cake on flat, right on the front. I'm off centering it just a bit, and I'm leaving room at the top for the candles. Okay, I'm going to pop up the cupcake. I'm of course using my take your pick tool. It's a tool I cannot live without. Alright, popping up the cupcake right down here. And then I'm going to take these candles that I pre-colored and I'm going to snip off a little bit of the white. I don't want it to have quite so much. So, if you're not a fussy cutter, you can leave it on there. I know some people would say put this on your Brother Cut and Scan. I am not sure how the Brother Cut and Scan, how well it would work on such a tiny piece. But to each their own. All right, putting the candles right on top of the cake. Very good. All right, on the next piece, we are putting the balloons and we are putting them flat. This card could, if you were not mailing this card, I would use a lot more dimensionals, but I'm putting the baker's twine here because I may go back and put a bow on that. We'll see if time allows. All right, let's bring this one in now. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and glue this on first. So, in order to get this on where I want it, I'm going to fold up the whole card and center it. And then I'm going to put just a little glue on this side, close it up, open the whole thing back up, put a little glue on this side. You could use tear tape here too. Let's make sure that is straight, which it is not. This is why we like the green glue, because it is forgiving. I want to make sure, oh, I had such a good plan here. I want to make sure this is straight though. All right, I think that'll work. Trying to use the lines on my glass mat here. There we go. Okay, it is a little bit wonky. Sorry guys. Camera, live, sunshine on my face. There we go. I just want it straight. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to place this piece underneath here so that it, uh-oh, don't run out of glue now. Isn't that, again, live TV? So that this is centered and hidden by the top fold. Isn't that a fun fold? And I think I will put a couple dimensionals underneath my banner, but I'm going to glue down the ends so it gives it just a little bit of dimension. You could also use a glue dot here. Okay. And voila! Happy birthday goes right on this page, right there. You still have room on the yellow banner to sign your name. You just want to make sure that you sign your name so that it doesn't show when the card is closed. All right. That is complete. Let's add a little bit of detail. So I'm going to add a bow on that page with the balloons. I just tie it like, you know, you make it simple unless you're on camera. A loop, go around it like I'm tying my shoes. I need my nails trimmed is why this is a little bit of a challenge. I never cut it off of the roll until I have it the way I want it, because then I don't waste so much. Okay, let's set that out of the side. I'm going to use a glue dot, and I'm going to again use my pick tool and kind of roll it up so it's not huge. And I'm going to put that right over the top. Get this evened out just a little bit more. I think that's good. I'm going to stick that right on there. Gives my card a little bit of detail. I'm going to trim off those tails. Wrong scissor here. All right, got that. I love how this card will stand up for the recipient, but very simple to create. All right, let's bring in some of the new party dots, because a card needs a little party dot up, right? Okay, I'm going to be using just the pinks. So let's see. Oh, definitely on this page. Let's see where to put them. Let's put one right there and another one close by, and let's put the other one over here. And I think we should put a couple on the cake stand. Give it a little bit of dimension. Okay, done with the party dots. Let's see what else. I think that is all this card needs. I hope you like it. Let me show you a few cards that I've made out of the rest of this set. All right, so I started with making a little kind of a, I don't know, book-ish card with similar, again, used the watercolored ephemera items and then used my blends to color in some of the other black outline features. And then there's the inside. This one would be tied shut and probably given with a gift bag and maybe not mailed. So I would tie that shut and then trim the ends off. I didn't want to do that yet until I had showed it to you. So there's that one. Okay. This card has, this frame comes from the ephemera pack. The cupcake comes from the ephemera pack. And the word celebrate comes from the ephemera pack. The other two are from one of the other new stamp sets that I've just been playing around with. And that one does not have an inside yet. I did put him on a wobble. Okay. Everything on this card is made with the ephemera pack. And I have added just a little bit of ribbon. So, oops, I take that back. These are stamped from that stamp set. Not from that stamp set, from a different birthday stamp set. Sorry. And I've decorated the inside. This one, I was a little bit challenged on how to use all of these celebrate words from the ephemera pack. You see I used one on this card. Then I decided to just go with it and cover the whole card. The one in the middle is popped up, and the happy day is popped up. The last card is one that I have done many times, and people always love this fold. Very, very similar to this one. I used identical pieces. So, showing you how you can make the same card with a different layout. So, this is a, I don't know, I think it's called like a diamond shaped trifold card. So, let me lay them all out so you can see everything I've created. One other thing that I wanted to show you, as long as I have time, is this little basket of ideas. So it truly is just a small basket, but what I've done is I have made templates for different fun folds. I actually did this as a class for my customers one year. So I used retired cardstock. They all went home with these patterns written on however they wanted to write on them. So that is that fold with just the directions and the scoring. Like I said, I just used retired colors. That must have been the year that this shade of purple retired. I use these over and over and over again. Here's one that is not correct, but I kept it to play with, I guess. This is another standby card that I come back to many, many, many times. Nothing fancy on this one I just made the other day, and I haven't even added the dimensions to it, but I will come back and do that. Here's another way that I like to keep the pieces so that next time I don't have to measure everything. Oh my gosh, this is such a cool card. Have you guys done this one? This is fun to do with with any of those 12 by 12 sheets that have a border. So you'll see I haven't even glued this together because it's easier to look at how fun that is. And then these would be the front two pieces, and I just clip them together. This is one that I made one time with an easel, and I just cut out some pieces to mimic what would be stacked up. And then you'll see that the one that we just made today is, again, just an old, you can see how faded these even are, an old, there's another easel card, old favorite brought back to new life. So that's an idea for you for a class with some of your customers or your team if you're a demo, and or for your own stash. So when you see a card design that you like, go ahead and make a pretend one out of scraps, and you'll always have those at your disposal. So let's make sure that I covered everything. I just want to thank Kevin for the opportunity to be a part of this. How exciting and how fun for all of you today to get to, and tomorrow, and whatever day you're watching this, to get to watch lots and lots of videos on fun card and project ideas using the new items in the catalogs. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, and I would be happy to help you. Thanks, everybody, and have a great day.